Okay, all right. What's going on, ladies and gents? How are you guys doing here? So I decided to hop on live here and talk to you guys about the Barcelona and the Real Betis game. And in my opinion, this is the current thing about Barcelona is that, let's be honest, this Barca team, they're not good enough to compete in the Champions League. Even if by some miracle they do manage to win against Bayern, against the game in a couple of days, which is likely not going to happen because let's be honest, you look at Barca and you look at Bayern, Barca's talent simply just isn't good enough, in my opinion, compete for a Champions League title because I look at Barcelona and I think to myself, what on earth happened to this Barcelona team that was once dominant? Because, one of the saddest stories in football right now is just seeing how Barcelona went from being a really good team, just 10 years ago, all the way to struggling and losing against Real Betis. Now, I'm just trying to figure out what went wrong at Barcelona, because the way how I see it, I personally think that the overall just the overall structure at Barcelona right now has just been a complete disaster because it seems like that Barcelona are just that type of club right now. They become that type of club where they just look like they don't know what it takes to be a winning team. They just continue to make these dumb decisions and all that stuff, whether it's giving players higher salary wages or whether it's then, just not being able to replace the talent that they used to have. It's like, they brought back Donny Alves, but I mean, really, it's not like that's going to make a big impact because, Donny Alves, he's a good player. Don't get me wrong. In his prime as a fullback, he's without a doubt one of the best fullbacks of the decade, but it's not like that's going to quickly turn this Barcelona team around. I don't think that's going to happen. And I look at the Real Betis game, and once again, Barca, they played pretty sloppy in my opinion. That's the thing about Barcelona is that what I think was going to haunt Barcelona this season, that is lack of leadership, truly is my I think that's my prediction is starting to come into light here because if you think about it, like what sort of leadership do Barca have? They hired Xavi to be the head coach, but so far, I personally believe that if Xavi is to succeed as manager at Barcelona, Xavi needs players that are going to benefit his system. Okay, because people don't realize that when you hire a manager at football, the manager is going to bring his own philosophy into the game here, and the way how you basically can succeed with a manager is him just letting him get the players that are going to benefit his system. That's really what it takes to succeed for a manager to succeed at a club like Barca, in my opinion, where expectations are obviously really high. And in my opinion, dude, losing to Real Betis, man, no excuses. Barca, I just think that right now Barcelona, they're completely out of excuses because it's like no excuses, man. This was a winnable game for Barca, and losing against Real Betis is just really bad in my opinion. It's just it just goes to show you that Barcelona at this point right now, they're probably just going to be competing for a Europa League title because at best, I think that Barca, I'm starting to think that are Barca even good enough to compete for a Europa League title because did we just not realize just how not good Barca have become because something tells me that even if Barca get relegated to the Europa League, they still might not be good enough to compete for a Europa League title. Because if you think about it, the Barca team right now is just an absolute not saying complete shambles, but this is possibly the worst assembled Barcelona team I've ever seen. In possibly my 10 years of being a football fan. Because I look at the way how they play and sure enough, it just seems like they don't know what to do anymore. And obviously, I read the whole story about Aguero. He's retiring because of a heart condition. So I feel really bad for Aguero because you thought that Sergio Aguero was going to come in here and finish off his career at Barcelona, but sure enough, that's not what happened here. So I'm obviously shocked right now because this is heartbreaking to read that Sergio Aguero is retiring because he's battling some sort of a heart condition or something from what I've read, and it just goes to show right now, man, that you just gotta feel really bad for this Barca team. I mean, really, just the team that used to be so good, went from having Messi, Xavi, Iniesta to just struggling against clubs like Real Betis is just it's pretty unreal to think that, but unfortunately, this is what the state of Barca has become, especially in 2021. And I just think that at this point, Barcelona, they need to learn how to make better transfer deals because, I said this before and I'll say it again. Barca, they're just chucking money at good players and expecting to win, but sure enough, it just bit them back. So right now, it just goes to show you, man, that Barcelona, they've become a shadow of their former self. So I really don't know what else to say right now about this game. They lose 1-0 to Real Betis in what was a winnable game, but unfortunately, they just couldn't get it done. And it just goes to show right now that I feel like Barcelona right now are just going to be possibly, the biggest thing I'm wondering is if Barcelona are not going to get relegated, because the way how they're playing, if they get relegated, that's going to be an even more massive blow for Barca, because, like, I mean, just no excuses for this Barca team playing this poorly, in my opinion, and Xavi. Well, I mean, he just came to Barcelona, but I think that if Xavi gets the players that are going to benefit his system, then that's the only way how I realistically think Barcelona can get out of that current slump they are in right now. Because it's like losing to Real Betis just goes to show that Barcelona, this is not a winning team. Okay, like I said this before the season, this Barca team is not a winning team, and sure enough, it's just coming into fruition right now. And that even if they still had Messi, I don't think Messi would have been enough to save Barca, because obviously Messi leaving Barcelona just proves to me right now just how bad the current state of the club is right now. And I'm wondering if it's going to get just as bad as the state of Manchester United was when Sir Alex left, because that's what it feels like at Barca right now. It feels like their situation like how it was at Manchester United. When after Sir Alex retired, Manchester United started hiring all these managers to try and be that club again. But it kind of backfired on him, and that's what it feels like with Barca right now. Is that it's just slowly just backfiring on Barca. But obviously, I think that Xavi can be a better manager than Koeman, because I did some research, and it looks like to me that Koeman did kind of not know how to utilize this Barca squad. But if you actually sit there and think about it, at the same time, I don't think this Barca squad is Champions League winning material. That's just my personal opinion, because they have no leadership on their team, and just their just the overall squad just doesn't have is not that talented like how they used to be. And that's why they probably can't compete anymore like how they used to. But hey, that's just my opinion here, guys. So thank you for everybody showing up to my stream. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for more videos, and I'll catch you people in another video. Peace.